everyone, my name is A. Ritika Reddy, working as an assistant professor in Vignyan's Institute of Information and Technology. Today in this session, you will be learning some more concepts relating to discrete mathematical structures. In this session, you will be learning how to solve recurrence relations using the method of characteristic roots. Okay? Suppose if you are given a recurrence relation of this format like an plus alpha an minus 1 plus beta an minus 2. Here an is the first term, an minus 1 is the previous term of an and an minus 2 is the previous term of an minus 1. If this recurrence relation is represented in the polynomial, characteristic polynomial form, then this will be the format. Like now an is represented as x square because it is the highest degree term, okay? And alpha an minus 1 is represented as alpha x, that means an minus 1, see the power, see x square is there, power 2 is there and here an is there, both are having the highest powers, na? So that's why for an we have written x square, for an minus 1 I have written x and for an minus 2 it is nothing but x power 0, so nothing is represented over here. So this is the characteristic polynomial notation of the given recurrence relation, and this is the characteristic equation of the given recurrence relation, that means x square plus alpha x plus beta is equal to 0. Okay? From our previous terms of mathematics, we have learned how to solve this particular characteristic equation, if how to solve, and we got to know how to get the roots of the equation. So by following the basic methods of the mathematics, we will be solving this equation and you will be deriving the roots, and by substituting those roots you will be finding the solution of the recurrence relation. Okay? So this is the equation of this given recurrence relation. And first suppose by solving that x square plus alpha x plus beta equal to 0, you will be getting two roots. You will be getting two roots only, right? Because it is raised to the power 2, you will be getting the two roots. And for suppose those two roots will be R1 and R2. So what is the solution of the recurrence relation represented in R1 and R2 is an is equal to a R1 to the power of n plus b R2 to the power of n. Okay? This is the solution of the given recurrence relation represented in the form of roots R1 and R2. Okay? Where a and b are nothing but the initial conditions. What are the initial conditions? They will be mentioning you in the question itself. Based on the initial condition and the roots, you need to write the solution of the recurrence relation. Okay? And in the previous example, we have got two different roots like R1 and R2. What if you get the same root? Like if you solve the equation like x minus 2 whole square, x minus 2 whole square is equal to 0, then what are the two roots which you will be getting? 2 comma 2. Yes, right? So what if you are getting the same root? So in that case, the solution will be modified as an is equal to a into r to the power of n plus bn into r to the power of n. The only difference is that here we have included n along with the initial condition b, and as only single root is present, I have given only r over here, and a and b are nothing but the constant as I already said. Okay? You have learned some basics of the characteristic equation of the recurrence relation. So some more terminologies related to that recurrence relation is that how do we need to find the order of the recurrence relation. So what is this order of the recurrence relation? Recurrence relation is also called as the differential equation in mathematical point of view. Okay? So order of the differential equation is the order of the highest derivative present in the equation. So what is this derivative? If you see over here yk plus 3 is there. This is the highest derivative. So the order of this equation will be 3. And here a r to the power of 4 is there and it is reduced to r minus 1. So what will be the highest derivative over here? 3. Okay? Highest thing to which it is mentioned is the order of the recurrence relation. Next, what is the degree of the recurrence relation? The degree of the differential equation or recurrence relation is represented by the power of highest order derivative in the differential equation. That means, if you see the same example which is mentioned over here, here yk plus 3 is the highest order. So, whatever power is raised, whatever power to which it is raised is called as the degree. So, the degree of this equation will be 3 because 3 is the power of the order of the relation, and in this case what will be the degree? 4, okay, because it is raised to that power, because that highest order is raised to that power. So, this is about the order and the degree of the recurrence relation. So, let us solve this problem. Here I am given the recurrence relation an is equal to 7 an minus 1 minus 10 an minus 2. Now, I need to solve this equation. I will be writing over here. See, here an is equal to 7 an minus 1 minus 10 an minus 2. Now, I need to represent this in the form of the characteristic equation. As you have seen, like it will be represented like x square plus alpha x plus beta is equal to 0. That only we will be representing. So, here an means x square, an minus 1 means x, and an minus 2 is nothing but x power 0. So, how will be it is represented? X square is equal to 7x minus 10, x power 0, so it is 1 only to write over here. So, this we need to transform to the left side, that will be like x square minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. Now, we need to find the roots. So, how do we need to find the roots? By just by knowing the factors of the 10 and 7, we need to find the roots. That is the basic math, so no need to explain that one. So, the roots of this equation will be x square minus 2x minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. Why I have taken these two only? Because 2 plus 5 will be giving me 7 and 2 into 5 will be giving me 10, and the negative and positive condition are also obeyed. So, I have taken these two will be the perfect roots. Now, x into x minus 2 minus 5 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So, it will be transformed as x minus 2 into x minus 5 is equal to 0. So, that will be written the what are the final roots then? X can be 2 or 5. So, 2 and 5 are the roots of the given equation. So, now what we need to do? We need to substitute them. So, how we will be substituting? What is the format which we know? X square, an is equal to r1 to the power of n plus b r2 to the power of n. So, we need to substitute r1 and r2 like 2 or 5. So, it will be an is equal to a into 2 to the power of n plus b into 5 to the power of n. Okay, till here we have got. So, now what are these values of a and b? As I said from the initial definition, like a and b are nothing but the initial conditions which are given to us. Like here we have given what are the initial conditions? A0 is equal to 2 and A1 is equal to 3. That we will be using for verifying the case. Now, in order to solve this A and B, what we will be doing? Let me suppose like n is equal to 0 and I will be taking like n is equal to 1. So, what is n is equal to 0? So, it will be A0. So, what is the value of A0? 2, right? So, 2 is equal to A into 2 to the power of 0 plus b into 5 to the power of 0. So, what will be? It will transform to a plus b is equal to 0 because 2 power 0 and 5 power 0 will be equal to 1 only. So, we have got an equation a plus b is equal to 2. Now, let me substitute n is equal to 1. In this equation, if I will substitute n equal to 1, then a1 is equal to a into 2 power 1 plus b into 5 power 1. So a1 is equal to what we know? 3. 3 is equal to 2a plus 5b. This is one equation and that is one equation. So we will need to solve these both equations in order to get the solutions of a and b. So in order to solve this, let me suppose 2a plus 2b is equal to 4. What I am doing? I am just multiplying LHS and RHS with 2, and this I will be writing over here. 2a plus 5b is equal to 3. So what I will do? I will be subtracting. This and this will be getting cancelled. If I substitute, this will be becoming minus 3b, and what I will be left over here with 4 minus 1 means what will be there? 1. So what is the value of b? b is equal to minus 1 by 3. So what we will be doing now? This minus 1 by 3, I will be substituting over here. So if I substitute this over here, the value of a I will be getting will be 2 plus 1 by 3, that is nothing but 7 by 3. So a is equal to 7 by 3 and b is equal to minus 1 by 3, that we will be substituting in this equation. So this equation will be transformed to an is equal to, what is a value which we got? 7 by 3, 7 by 3 into 2 power n plus, what is the b value which I got? Minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3 into 5 power n. Okay. This is the final solution of the given recurrence relation. Okay. We have solved this using characteristic root equation. We have derived the roots, and those roots we have substituted in the standard formula of characteristic roots, and from there we have calculated the values of a and b. How we have calculated? We have assumed the value of n as 0 or 1, because we have got to know the value of a0 and a1. We have substituted n with 0 or 1, and from there we solve the equation using basic mathematical methods, and from there we have derived like an is equal to 7 by 3 2 power n minus 1 by 3 5 power n. Okay. This is the first problem. Okay. Okay. The next example is about solve the recurrence relation, and this is the given recurrence relation with initial conditions given a0 is equal to 1 and a1 is equal to 4. So from this example you will be knowing to solve the recurrence relation if the characteristic root equation obtains only a single root. Like in the previous example you have seen you are getting two roots x1 and x2, right? But in this example you will be seeing the having only one root which is x1. Okay. So now we need to convert this recurrence relation into characteristic equation. So how can you represent using characteristic equation? This is the given one, right? So as n minus 2 is there, the highest polynomial degree will be x square. So this an will be converted to x square is equal to 6. An minus 1 will be converted to x, and an minus 2 will be written only as it is. Now we need to solve this equation in order to get the value of x. After in order to get the value of the root, after getting the root value we need to substitute and find the solution. So we can write this as x square minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. So how you can write, what are the factors of this given equation? So this is nothing but x minus 3 whole square is equal to 0, because x minus 3 raised to the power of 2 will be giving you this equation. So if you try to solve this, what you will be getting? You will be getting x is equal to 3 itself. So the root of this given polynomial equation is x is equal to 3. So now what is the root form? What is the equation form when x is equal to 3? See, in this previous example, if you observe over here, if you get only one root r, then the solution of the recurrence relation will be an is equal to a r to the power of n plus bn into r to the power of n. So we need to write our previous recurrence relation in this format, and we need to solve this. So we have got x is equal to, we have got x is equal to 3. So the solution of the recurrence relation will be equal to a x to the power of n plus b n into x to the power of n. So what is the value of x? 3. That we will be writing over here. A into 3 to the power of n plus bn into 3 to the power of n, and this is the solution. So we need to solve a and b values from this equation. So how you will be solving? Here we have got a0 is equal to 1 and a1 is equal to 4. So in this case n is equal to 0 and in this case n is equal to 1. We will be substituting those values in this equation and we will be obtaining the solution. So as we know that a0 is equal to 1. So a0 n equal to 0 na, a0 means, so a0 is equal to 1 is equal to a into 3 to the power of 0 plus b into 0 into 3 to the power of 0. So what is this 3 to the power of 0? It is nothing but 1, right? And here as b is multiplying with 0, this will be 0 as it is, and 1 is equal to a. So from this what you will be getting, a is equal to 1, okay? And the other equation what it is, a1 is equal to 4. So the value of n over here is 1. So our this equation will be converted as a1 is equal to 4 is equal to a into 3 to the power of 1 because n equal to 1 plus b into 1 into 3 to the power of 1, okay. So 4 will be equal to 3a plus 3b, okay. And what is the value of a which we have obtained? 1. That will be substituting over here. That means this equation means 4 is equal to 3 plus 3b. That means now if you will get 3 over this side, it will be converted to 1 is equal to 3b. That means b is equal to 1 by 3. So we have got the values of a and we have got the values of b, okay. So what we will do, you will substitute this a value and b value in this equation and you will find the solution. So if you will substitute what you will be getting, an is equal to, what is the value of a? 1 into, what is the value of x? 3 to the power of n plus b how much? 1 by 3 into n into 3 to the power of n, okay. This is the solution of the given recurrence relation, and in here we have represented in the previous terms value, and what in the solution what you have done, you have founded those previous terms from these initial conditions and you have completely represented in its own terms value, and here n means we need to substitute the value of n depending upon that position and we need to get the solution of that particular condition, okay. This is the example which is showing the characteristic root of only one root, okay. And these are the assignment questions for you. So you try to find, here I have given the initial conditions a0 a1 and f0 f1. So first what you will be doing, you will need to find the roots. After finding the roots, you need to substitute those roots in that equation, and from that equation and using these initial values and using the value of this 0 and 1, you will be getting the solution, okay. This is the assignment question for you. And summary, in the topics covered in this session are solving recurrence relation using the method of characteristic roots. In that I have covered 2 roots and single root also, and you have learned what is a degree means and what is an order means, and you have seen an example and an assignment question, okay.